Christmas holidays. The first group of people are rather average. They put up a tree, they wrap some gifts, they watch Home Alone, they eat a sugar cookie, possibly drink some eggnog, and well, it's Christmas. Then there's the second group of people, the people who are obsessed with the holidays, the people who want to live in a giant snow globe forever. They've had their Christmas tree up since like before Halloween, they don't take it down till like Martin Luther King Day, and they watch those ridiculous Hallmark movies 24/7. Then there's the third category of people, the reluctant celebrators, the people who are so deeply entrenched in their seasonal affective disorder and hating winter that they find it really a hard sell to get any Christmas spirit at all. I'm Linda. This is Linda's World. This is my ugly Christmas sweater that says I am unwell, and folks, I fall into category number 3. Anyone who's ever met me knows my disdain for winter, and it grows deeper and deeper with each passing year, and the thing is that's a problem if I want to do the thing that a person like myself should do and celebrate the Christmas holiday. How do I get over it year after year? How do I check my seasonal affective disorder at the door? Well, I've come up with a fail-proof plan, and I'd like to share it with you. If you're interested in any of this, if you are a reluctant Christmas celebrator at all, well then this video is for you. And it starts right now. Anyone who's ever seen a Linda's World video before, or anyone who knows me in real life, or anyone who's ever had a conversation with me, anybody who's ever even looked in my direction knows that I am a summer person and I hate winter. People know that when the temperature dips below like 80, I get incredibly nervous, that I cannot conduct business at all unless I'm tan, that I'm happiest wearing shorts and a tank top, and that the place that I consider to be like church to me is the beach. So that's what makes Christmas kind of hard. You see, because here's the thing, in about a couple of days now, there's going to be a tree right here. This is where I put my Christmas tree every year, in my living room, and that's kind of a problem sometimes because it is, well, it's constant symbolism in my home for about a month that it's not July, and I can't even like play in my head like I do sometimes that it's July, and it kind of wears me down, and it makes my seasonal affective disorder worse because now there's physical proof that it's the winter. But here's the thing, looking at Christmas like that is ridiculous. If you are a person who celebrates Christmas and you are like looking at your tree with disdain, well, that's not a positive thing. So, well, I devised a, I guess, fail-proof plan to do that myself, and I'd like to share it with you. Now, before I do, I would like to say that if this is your first visit to Linda's World and you've never seen one of my videos before, or if you have seen a couple of my videos and you just haven't quite made that commitment to hitting subscribe yet, well, what are you waiting for? It's Christmas time. Give me the gift of your subscription right there down below. And while you're there, don't stop. Hit that notification bell too, because then you'll be alerted when new videos drop to my channel. And yes, even though Christmas can be a burden to me sometimes, I'm going to be doing Vlogmas, so you don't want to miss out on that, so hit that bell. All right, here's the thing. I love this shirt that I'm wearing, and this entire video, I'm not embarrassed to say, is because of this shirt. You see, I ordered it from barstoolsports.com, which is the place that hosts Call Her Daddy, the podcast, and that's Alex Cooper's thing, Unwell. And so I bought it, but the thing is that it also encapsulates exactly how I feel. You see, it's a Christmas sweater, there's Christmas stuff on here, but it says that I'm unwell, and that's perfect because it symbolizes how I feel. Any time of the Christmas season, any time of the whole winter actually, I have this devil and an angel on my shoulders. There's this one man, and he's going, Christmas is fun. You like to bake cookies. You like to knit things. You like to decorate. Woohoo! And then there's this man over here going, bleh, it's cold outside. It takes 5 layers just to go to the store. That thing that's in your house, well, all that is an excuse not to mop your whole living room floor. Take that tree down. Bleh. And I don't know how to stop either of these two voices from driving me insane and driving each other insane and making me not know what the heck to do because I'm in the middle. So what do you do? Well, folks, first and foremost, I would like to inform you that seasonal affective disorder is an actual thing. It's real. It's a documented disorder. If you go into the DSM-5, which is the book that is the criteria for all mental illnesses currently being seen as mental illnesses by like society, then you will know that seasonal affective disorder, SAD, which spells sad, is a disease where people become profoundly depressed due to the temperature change and more specifically the lack of sunlight that occurs during the winter and fall months, okay? And for a person like me who not only enjoys but thrives and kind of only is able to really survive in warm months, this is a challenge, you know? And the thing is that I'm Linda, and I like to give Linda out to people, and I like to be Linda. I don't just want to fake it, I want to feel it. I want to feel like my best self. I always used to say in the old days of my channel, live your best life even when you're not living your best life. And like, I don't just want to tell you guys to do it, I want to do it too. I'm a person. So when I'm sitting here depressed that it's winter, and then I'm faced with the challenge of having to have Christmas cheer and listen to one of these two men on my shoulders, well, I guess I had to take some measures. So after a year and a day of introducing what these measures are, I'm about to tell you what they are. Okay, so the first thing I do is when I decorate my home, okay, and this goes for my tree and like all the little, my mother calls them doodads, all the doodads that like I put in my house, like little plates that look like presents and like little snowmen or whatever, right? When I decorate my home, I do so, tree included, in a timely fashion. And what I mean by that is I don't prematurely decorate. Now, what you do in your home is up to you. And a lot of people I know in person, and a couple of people I've seen online, and a couple of people whose channels I watch and adore, friends I have like that I made through YouTube, they have their trees up and they've had them up for like mad long, okay? And that's totally fine because that's what suits you best. If you want that, that's great. I'm just saying personally, for those of us who suffer from seasonal affective disorder and find Christmas trees and Christmas like doodads to be, I guess, negative symbolism, the key is to not put them up too soon, and I'll tell you why. Because when you put them up in December, like when you put up your tree like now, like it's December 2nd today as I'm filming this. I'm a day late because I explained the reason on Twitter. Then the thing is that you will start getting sick and tired of that thing. And you'll be looking at the decorations, and you'll be looking at the dust piling up on them. And you'll be looking at the tree, and you'll be looking at your floor, and you'll be looking at the dirt that's piling up near the tree. And well, I mean, I come at this from being an obsessive house cleaner, of course, and you're going to start to get sick of Christmas. You're going to over Christmas yourself. You're going to blow your wad basically before it's time. Okay, you're going to be looking at that tree on like November 23rd being like, ew, can I take this down already? And you're not going to enjoy Christmas, because I truly believe a place for everything and everything in its place is probably like the best words you can live by. Okay, I believe in compartmentalization, and I believe that Christmas occurs in December, and that's when I put up the gosh darn tree. So there. The next tip I have for you guys is if seasonal affective disorder is impeding your holiday experience, well then you want to do something that I've been doing for years and years and years in the tiniest apartments. My apartment is like a shoe, and the apartment I used to live in, even though I liked it better because it had a better vibe, it was like a smaller shoe. But I still found a way to do this, which is I keep a Christmas-free zone. Okay, now I recently had a problem with a cat that I was trying to adopt. They were giving a troublesome cat who had been abused, not by the owners, a new home, and I wanted to be that person. And so I was reading up on how to introduce a cat to a dog house, because I have Chloe the dog, and it said that it's important for the cat to feel safe. So in your home, make a dog-free zone, like make like canine-free, so that your cat can go someplace, a bathroom, a spare bedroom, with the litter and the water and the food, so that they could be okay and be alone. Right? Well, I parlayed this into a Christmas-free zone. Okay, so like my bedroom, for example, is 100% decorated like the beach. I have starfish and seashells and whatnot, and like you walk into my bedroom and it like, I mean, look, it's a little dirty and my bed's unmade today, but like for the most part, it is like a beach hotel. Like it looks like an inn in like Santa Monica. And I did that on purpose. And the thing is, I would not put a snowflake or a snowman or a leg lamp.
Like a statue. Yeah, statue. Yeah, statue.
Or anything that says Jingle Bell Rock or anything in that room, because that's my beach sanctuary, and I'm not going to pollute it with something that only comes once a year that I celebrate because it's kind of fun but isn't my forte. I'm not going to put Christmas, and I know I sound like a big Scrooge and kind of a bitch by saying Christmas isn't my forte, but like seriously, I'm not going to pollute the beach with Christmas, because that's my canine-free zone, as it said on the internet. That's my Christmas-free zone, and that's what I do, you know, and it keeps me sane. So now that we know what to do with all the decor and whatnot, now I'm going to get into music, okay? Now, look, I love Christmas songs. I really love them, and I'm thinking of doing a video. Comment down below if you're interested in this, because, guys, I know that you like my top 10s years ago, like I've been on YouTube forever, months ago, when I had Top 10 Tuesdays. And I would like very much to tell you my top 10 Christmas songs. I did movies last year, and this year I would like to do songs, so let me know if you'd watch something like that down below. In any case, I love Christmas music very much. But I like the old stuff, I like the new stuff, depends on the day. I like Christmas and Chill by Ariana Grande, but yet I'm like, you know, listening to Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by the Partridge Family, okay? Young people, Google the Partridge Family. They're awesome. Nevertheless, I do another policy here, which is that I don't OD on the Christmas music, okay? First and foremost, I do it in its place. I do not listen to a Christmas song prior to Black Friday. I believe, like this is how I believe that Christmas is official, like the Christmas season officially begins when Santa passes through Herald Square at Macy's in the parade, you know? So 12 o'clock on Thanksgiving, 12:01, it's Christmas season. And it's okay if I play Christmas songs. I'm not gonna be playing that stuff in Halloween, okay? I'm not playing it randomly in July. I mean, well, I want to be totally honest. Every once in a while, if like Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande comes on my like random playlist, I'll let it go if it's like March, you know? But by and large, I don't seek out Christmas music when it's not Christmas season. And here's another thing that I do. I don't play Christmas music exclusively, okay? I keep up the playlists of my own regular non-Christmas music. You know, I will be listening to Positions by Ariana Grande. I will be listening to Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus, and I'll be doing a video about how I feel about it soon, incidentally, Miley fans. I will listen to my regular music from the old days. I will be listening to Led Zeppelin. I will be listening to Rush. I'll be listening to Bette Midler. I'll be listening to like Ella Fitzgerald. I will be listening to whatever else is not Christmas music because, bleh, okay, I can only take so much Santa Baby. Actually, to be truthful, I hate Santa Baby. Can't stand Santa Baby. I don't care who sings it. But that's not to say that I don't love Christmas music, but everything in its place and in a limited quantity, okay? I play it when the mood strikes me. I was walking down the street the other night and it was cold and I had a Christmas beverage in my hand and it was like windy and had a hat on, so it felt festive. So what did I do? I played Christmas and Chill, not Positions. Do you see what I mean? Okay. Now, I also do a thing with Christmas movies, okay? And that is my next tip. If you are a Christmas enthusiast and like Christmas movies, but you also suffer from seasonal affective disorder, that's where we're going with this, okay? Something that I do is I put on Christmas movies in bulk, all in one shot, to expose myself to Christmas. What do I mean by this? This means that it's usually actually tree day. It's usually when I put up my tree. It's a project. It takes I don't know what you guys do with your tree, but like putting it together and then ripping out the branches because I have like artificial, ripping it down to make it look real and filling in the holes and then figuring out how the fuck to put the lights on. And because I forget every year and doing all that shit and whatnot, takes 4 hours, okay? And so therefore I need to put something on in the background. So I used to just watch whatever I was watching, like a YouTube video, or just let Grace and Frankie play, or just let I Love Lucy play, or let Orange is the New Black play, or just some regular show that I watch. But then I said, Linda, you're resentful of your tree because of your seasonal affective disorder, and you're watching regular stuff on TV. So what you want to do is immerse yourself. This is when the immersion therapy comes in. I begin the year with A Christmas Story and I play. Christmas Vacation, I play. It's a Wonderful Life, I play. I immerse myself in the zone of the Christmas movie, right? And then I'm like, okay, I'm good, right? Now, as I'm flipping to cable channels, a week or two later, I'm not going to be offended if I see a Christmas movie on TV barreling its way into my brain and hurting my seasonal affective disorder. Because this is such a crass way to put it, but I've built up an immunity to Christmas, if that makes any sense, by putting on Christmas movies that I enjoy. And my favorite 2 Christmas movies in the world are It's a Wonderful Life and A Christmas Story. So, there. Now, my final piece of the puzzle, and this is something that a person should do only on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, because that's the actual day, okay? To you guys with seasonal affective disorder like me, what you want to do is, if it's possible, assuming good health, and assuming that you have people, and assuming that you have enough money, and assuming that you don't have anything outstanding, that you're not in the hospital, or that you don't have ill family members, or assuming that everything's kind of regular, right? This is something that I do, which is on the actual day, I don't care what mood I wake up in. I don't care how much money I have or don't have in the bank. I don't care if I feel good or bad physically. I don't care what other crap is happening in the day that's negative. it's Christmas. And I celebrate. I do my traditions, whatever they are. They mostly involve like cookies and film, you know? But the thing is that I do them and I celebrate to the utmost. I put my friggin' antlers on and I put on my Christmas and chill onesie and I'm like, woohoo, it's Christmas. And I light up my tree and I keep my tree lit for 24 hours straight, the 24th and 25th. And I do all these things and celebrate to the best of my ability and just like Christmas OD, right? Because it's the day. And get it out of my system, flush it out, and just really enjoy what the day was intended for, which is spending the holiday, like giving, receiving, enjoying people's company, and like eating food. And like if you're a religious person, you know, I'm not one, but if you're a religious person, like celebrating the birth of the Lord, you know, things like that. And like, so I immerse myself in the day. And then when the day's over, I go down, you know, like I said, okay, Christmas done, and I power down Christmas. This doesn't mean I take my tree down on the morning of the 26th or anything, because I believe your tree should be on for New Year's Eve. That's just something I do. But I power down Christmas and I take it back a couple of notches, and I don't really watch the movies anymore, and I hurry to eat all the leftover stuff that's in the house, like whatever candies or cookies my mother has brought me, you know, and I shake out my stocking and get all my stuff and use it, you know, put all the stuff away. I remember years ago when I was a kid, we used to keep the Christmas presents under the tree after they were open because they were like toys. We were playing with them because they were new, and then on like the 27th or something, my mother would put everything away. And she's like, find a place for your stuff, because like it's not a Christmas present anymore. It's like your stuff, so like put it away. And then we would, you know, new Barbies and, you know, board games or whatever. And like, I know what she was doing. She was ridding the house of excess Christmas cheer. You know, she was paving the way for the new year. She was saying, okay, out with the old, in with the new. It's not the 25th anymore. Take that Barbie. It doesn't have Christmas paper on anymore. Take it and put it where the Barbies go. And I did. You know, under my bed in the trunk. And so that's something that I do. Now, with this list, I have given you guys a bit of a silly, but also kind of practical plan that's just some little lifestyle changes, just moderate lifestyle changes that you could do during the month of December that are involving Christmas media and Christmas foods and Christmas traditions or whatever, that can, like, if done in the proper way, can really lighten the burden of Christmas season infringing on your sadness that it is winter. Or, I should say more appropriately, not being so sad that it's winter that you can't appreciate the season. Do you know what I mean? These are things that I do. And I will be 44 in April, and it took me a long time. It took me a good half of that 44 years to concoct this plan. And I don't know that I'm not going to be depressed. You know, I don't know. It's December. I can't tell you how I'm going to feel on January 1st. I don't know. Okay? But I know that today is the 2nd of December, and I'm wearing my ugly Christmas sweater. I don't know why they call them ugly. They're pretty. And I'm feeling kind of good, I guess. And, well, I'm going to get my Christmas tree out of the storage downstairs in about a day or so and do the thing. And I'm going to follow this plan. And I suggest that you follow it too. Now, here's the thing. I want to make a disclaimer here. If you are a person for whom Christmas is not a problem, and if you are a person who enjoys winter, and if you're like Gabby DiMartino and you're all about this holiday, well, then you do you, and you don't even worry about what I said. Okay? This video is going out to the people who feel like me and think that Christmas season is a burden on your mental health because it's a reminder of the fact that it gets dark out at 4:30 and that it's like 32 degrees outside and that we have nothing but 4 more months, or actually thanks to climate change, 5 more months in the Northeast of winter ahead. You know? Can't think that way. Because if you think that way, you rush your life. And if anything has been said in this list of things that I do, it's a place for everything and everything in its place, and a time for everything and everything in its own time. Vlogmas is up next on this channel because I am going to devote myself to the proper, timely managed way of celebrating this holiday season, and I'd love it if you would come along and join me. Thank you very much. And if there are things that you do to try to quell your seasonal affective disorder, you let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if that's something that you feel like doing after listening to this weird middle-aged old lady talk about Christmas. Happy holidays.